What's going on, guys? This is Danny from Slow Restoration, and today we have actually a Chevy Astro van. This one's all-wheel drive and it is lifted. Do a quick walk around here. It's got we actually did a bunch of work to this already. We did axles, wheel bearings, brakes, upper ball joints, sway bar, and oil cooler lines, which were kind of a pain. To do them, you have to drop the differential down, at least on this side, and pry it down to get those lines through there, but we got all that taken care of. We also did an air intake system and exhaust system, another 3-inch stainless steel exhaust system. Because this thing's lifted, it's got adjustable shackles on it, so it also has a hitch on there, so we didn't have very much room to get around this stuff. This obviously swings back, so we had to kind of hang down. So anyway, we got it done. Let's drop this thing down, fire it up, and see how it sounds. Got a little tune to it. Have the van out, got it done. Now we're on to a 2005 GMC Sierra 2500 HD with the Duramax diesel, and we are actually changing the Hydro Boost, the hydraulic assist for the brake. It's fairly easy to do. I mean, it's a little bit tight, but you unbolt the master cylinder, kind of pull it back out of your way. There's 3 lines. There's a return line and 2 pressure hoses that unbolt from it, and then you go inside, and as you can see there's 4 bolt holes that go through the firewall and then your rod. Let's go over here and actually look at. You can see this thing was definitely leaking. Again, it's 2 bolts for the master cylinder. Here's your return line, here's a pressure hose, and there's a pressure hose, and then inside 4 studs that stick through, 4 nuts on them. You unhook your rod at your brake pedal, and then this thing slides right out. We'll slide our new one in and just reinstall everything. All right, we're going to take a little quick break from the shop, and we're actually in the red Extreme S10. We're going to run it up and see if it passes inspection. I'm really loving this truck so far, so let's see how it does. And it passed with flying colors. We have 2 new stickers, and we are running. The only thing really left to do to this truck is give it a good clean. I still haven't got a chance to clean the interior, but it's actually not in bad shape in here. It's just dirty, but we'll get it cleaned up. Now we have it inspected. I think we might do a couple small things to improve the looks, but this is already a nice looking truck, so we're going to enjoy it a little bit. And we got our second S10 inspected today. This is actually our black one. We got some fresh stickers on. As you can see, it's got 271,000 on it now, so we drive this thing quite a bit for work. So we're all over the place today. We got to run back home, jump into Turbo GMC, and go pick up the John Deere. Back home at the Turbo GMC. Let's get this thing fired up and get it down the road and get hooked up to a trailer. it home. Got the John Deere and the trailer on the back. You can definitely tell a difference in the sound when it's pulling the trailer. Let's get this unloaded. We have the Turbo GMC back safely inside the garage. Of course, we have the John Deere back home, so now we can use that as normal. Now we need to go back on this Duramax and get it finished up. Back to work on the Duramax here. Still on the Hydro Boost. We have the new one mounted into the firewall, but you do have to change over a couple parts. This was a remanufactured, so maybe if you bought a new, you may not have to do this, but at least on the remanufactured, you need to, this is a retaining clip that pushes down into this bore. It's kind of a pain to get out. There is a flat spot in there. The way I did it was rotated around till I got one out and pushed down, got another one out, and kind of kept rotating this until I was able to pull it out. So you need to pull that out, reuse that, reuse this spring and the push rod plunger here. All of this needs to go into the new Hydro Boost setup, and this actually pushes on the master cylinder. So we'll get that swapped over. Got everything hooked back up out here. Of course, the master cylinder bolted back to it. Well, first our plunger and spring and retainer swapped over. All that went back in. Master cylinder bolted back on, both pressure lines and the return line. And we had, he does have a tuner, so we had to retie his wires up out of the way there. But that's it here. Under the dash, you have to hook the rod back up. And of course, you have to tighten the 4 bolts that actually hold the Hydro Boost to the firewall. Other than that, it's a pretty simple, straightforward install. We have some other things to do to this truck, but that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day.